enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Time, space, reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the Grinder. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if? Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of What If? We're going to speak about what if here Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5 didn't launch in Gamepass. Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Mic check, mic check. Oh yeah, we are here in a new show called What If Gaming Grindhouse presents. Something I'm thinking about, something. Hope you like the intro. You may have heard it before from somewhere else, but hit that like button if you like that intro I worked on. But yeah, I just came up with the idea. I'm just thinking, what if this stuff? What if? Let's talk. I'm the Grinder, and we're gonna be on a journey here. It could be a spin-off of Grinds My Gears. I don't know where this is gonna go, but I just wanted to do what if. And there's a lot of what ifs. Oh yeah, a whole bunch. This is just the start. And I figured we'll go with what's current right now with Halo Infinite. So what if there was a world where Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5, the two big first-party games, weren't launching in Game Pass? What if? Ask yourselves that question. We're going to explore that today. Shout out to the Grinders. Shout out to everybody there. And I also have to shout out to the huge group of the VIP Grinders before we get into the nitty-gritty. Shout out this newest member, Tex-Mex Morty, Brian M, No Cap Podcast, Noriko, David Howe, and Eddie T. Shout out to them. Same age. But yeah, yo, thank you again, VIP Grinders. Herman Holtz has to do even larger splits soon. But yes, if you'd like to become a VIP Grinder, please hit that join button, and you get to use some of the cool emojis, especially everyone's favorite of Bootleg Joel. Let's start off on a high note, right? But yeah, definitely hit that join button. And anyway, just hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 1.1K. I can't believe it. About 3 or 2 people away. So if you're new, hit that button. Maybe you'll be the person that takes me to that milestone here at the Gaming Grindhouse. I was listening to stuff today, grinding my gears, and I'm like, I'm giving the Grinders a show. What if? So what if? Also, I want to let you know, if you are a VIP Grinder, I'll be reaching out to you on topics for the Grinds board and also for some what ifs. So that is also a benefit. Yep, and we also have the Herman Holtz doing splits emoji right here. There he is. What, dude? Buck, the word it is. The sky is the limit to what if, and I am going to. It is going to be some fun, some knowledge, some grinding. It's going to be a entertainment show, and it's going to be passion. Oh, there's a whole bunch of what ifs. I got a list of them, but we got to start. We got to start where right now. We'll start here at what if. So as you saw from the title, what if Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5 didn't launch in Game Pass? So, yeah. So in this world, right now, the current world we live in right now, the universe here that we're in, this Game Pass exists. People are stacked for 3 years. We explored that a couple of days ago. And in this universe here, we have yo, shout out to Naruko. That's $20. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Naruko. Let's give him, that's a huge one. We gotta give him the we're gonna give you,
I think it's time we tried something new.
oh yeah. Let's give him the,
Yes? I'm trying to find a Turbo Man doll. Me too. Do you have any more in the back?
it's turbo time. Shout out. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Where's my turbo time? We gotta do it's turbo time.
You're my number one customer.
That's a double Arnold. So, yeah, thank you again, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now I'm a little nervous. Now. I gotta, woo. Let's do this. It's multiverse, Xbox multiverse. It's a gaming multiverse, the gaming edition of What If. So in this world, we have, Game Pass exists, and the big first-party games are going into Game Pass. In a while, it's been some time. The last one's been Halo Gears 5, but we're talking Halo Infinite and Forza 5, and it stems from the article that came up. And let's explore what we're currently in, and then we'll take a tour on the multiverse and find out. But you know what? Maybe we'll start something new. Maybe we'll just go to this multiverse, to this better world. You know what? I think that's what we're going to do. So join me. We're not going to stay here in this world. Let's go to another universe where they're not launching in Game Pass. Let's do another one. Let's go back. So in this world, Game Pass doesn't exist. These games are not coming to Game Pass. So what does that look like in this universe? Well, you know what? I actually have some video from such a universe where these games weren't launching. Games weren't launching in Game Pass. And the main thing to listen to this is just listen to the tone. Listen to what they are hyping, what they are discussing in this universe. Listen. Dude, you guys are rocking, man. Some what ifs, dude. What? Yeah, yes. I'm gonna make sure I have enough time to do all these what ifs. But that's a good one, Nigel. What if Kinect couldn't take X-rays? Couldn't take X-rays of your testicles? What if a lot of Kinect stuff? So in this universe here, these games are not launching. But just listen to the tone. Listen to what they're hyping. Listen to what they're discussing. Right? So here is a universe where Forza didn't launch in Game Pass. All right? Let's listen. Let's I'm going to do my voice. I am your grinder, and we're going to this new universe where these games are not launching in Game Pass. Here we go. We're going to come see this now. Here we go. So here we are. Let's hear in this universe. Let's hear what they are speaking. Let's listen.
You know, getting off the road and kind of taking advantage of the openness of an open world is kind of a focus for you guys, right?
Absolutely. We wanted to create a truly open world this time. You know, we've taken the view that if there aren't walls or barriers in real life, well, there shouldn't be them barriers or walls in our game, right? We want you to be able to drive on the road. We want you to be able to explore anywhere off the road as well. So what you're talking about, driving through a vineyard, we're in southern Tuscany here, so there's lots of vineyards there, or across crop fields, through forests, over hills. It's a whole new dimension to exploration and driving within Horizon 2.
Bigger. Open. Let's hear. I think he was talking more about it here too.
Yeah, so the Horizon Festival, I guess, has expanded since the first game. It's branched out overseas. It's come to Europe, which is in many ways the spiritual home of the great music festivals. And it's still the centerpiece of the game. And it represents for us the combination of awesome cars and car culture, and also festival culture and music, which is an incredibly important part of the Horizon game as well. It brings them both together, and it's the place you'll go to right at the start of the game. That's your first trip to the festival.
I like this universe. Let's explore some more. Let's while we're here in this world where games are not there, Forza and Halo are not launching in Game Pass. Let's listen more into this world. I got some more things I think we should listen. The tone here, bigger, better, expansive. Nice, right? I like this world. Yes, that is. Work with me here. The Duke, work with me. Here we go. So, yes, this is another world where games are not launching in Game Pass. As you could tell, Forza Horizon 2 was not launching in Game Pass because Game Pass didn't exist in that universe. But listen to the words that they were using. Big, expansive, open, larger. Nice words, right? Let's see about Halo. Halo 5 wasn't launching in Game Pass. Just let's see in a world where these games are not launching in Game Pass. Maybe not these specific games. Maybe I should say franchises. But work with me here. I only have so much power as the grinder and overseer of the multiverse of gaming. Work with me here. Let's see. Let's take a peek into Halo 5 and let's see what they were speaking about then when Game Pass wasn't there. Let's listen in. Come with me, grinders, as we peer into this universe.
First Halo game. Thank you, that's right. That's where I want to hear the applause. Built from the ground up for Xbox One. And the game that fulfills both the promise of the Halo universe and the power of Xbox One.
Ooh.
Master Chief, hero or traitor? Spartan Locke, friend or foe? Epic worlds, epic battles, epic scale. This is Halo 5 Guardians.
Epic. Xbox One. Epic. Exclusive. Epic. Built from the ground up for the Xbox.
Oh, you hunted about this. That is where you'll find.
Let's go. Play gameplay on stage, my God. Let's see. As we peer into this universe.
Let me take a look.
As we peer into this universe. Epic. Epic scale. Huge. Gameplay. Look at these graphics. Yes, this universe existed. Everything was bigger, better, built from the ground up for the Xbox One. When have you heard that? World premiere. Join me in this universe. This is the good universe. This is Halo 5. Marketing Phil Ness. Epic worlds. Epic. Big. Huge. Let's see. Boom.
Keep your head down and run.
Epic. Bigger. Better. Next. Halo 5.
I'm okay. Keep going.
huge. Fighting a boss. Look at it. It's a boss fight. This was their campaign reveal. All right? This was their campaign reveal, Halo 5. But you hear the words, Epic. That's the main thing, Epic. And they also had big multiplayer. They had Warzone. Right? The Game Pass didn't exist. There was no service of Game Pass. All right? In this world, there was none of that. It was about making bigger and better games for the new console, for the new generation, for the next iteration of the Halo franchise, for the next iteration of the Forza franchise. That's what it was about.
Now, for the first time, the epic scale of Halo's campaign carries over to our multiplayer experience. With 24 players, AI-controlled adversaries, and massive environments that are 4 times the size of any previous Halo map, what you're about to see is a giant leap for Halo multiplayer, and it's playable here at E3. This is Warzone.
Spartans, they've broken through our defenses and our base is in lockdown. Eliminate them to secure our home base.
Let's go, Spartans! Put them down.
Oh, the Mantis, the Warthog, epic scale, epic everything. They had AI, not bots, AI. Epic scale, huge. 24 players. More. Bigger, better. Huge. Warzone. Oh yeah. What a universe we live. What a universe that is. Wow. What if these games weren't going in Game Pass? Well, take a look at that world. Yeah, and that was after we played the beta of Halo, and then they showed Warzone in E3. Yeah, pretty amazing. Hell, you want to go back into this universe? Yeah, where are the dailies? Exactly, Buck. Where are the dailies? Oh, we got, and now wait a second. We're gonna stay in this universe again. It's interesting how you hear how they evolve. Now we're showing Halo 4 campaign. But you hear the words. Do you hear? I said pay attention. Epic. Next. So do you see what grinds my gears when we come back to the universe that we're currently in? Right now, we're in the multiverse. We're looking at a time when these games weren't going into Game Pass. I haven't heard stuff like that. Epic scale, first time ever, huge, bigger, better, monster. No. No, I didn't. But then this world, yeah. This universe, yeah. You got a new console. All this power. Back in this world, it was the Xbox One. In this world, you had your new console. This was the next iteration of it. Showing you the foliage, showing you a different world that Master Chief landed in. New enemies. Telling you a story. What is that? What is that? Oh my, what is that? What happened to that? Oh my.
Activity all around us.
What is this? Is this something new? Oh my! Oh my! What a world!
These things are some type of defense AIs. Definitely not Covenant.
Oh! Not Covenant! Oh my!
They're retreating.
Oh, hyped!
Whatever it is, it's not organic. On the ground. You dropped something. I recognize this design. It's Forerunner.
Wow.
Don't let it get away.
Oh, what a move, Chief! What a move! What a move!
Look out!
Now, yeah, Halo might not be for everybody. Buck Roger, wake up. Wake up, Buck Roger.
Pikachu! Pikachu!
Wait, we gotta wake up Buck Roger. He's sleeping. Hold on, I gotta wake him up. Calling Buck Roger. Buck Roger, hope you woke up. Yeah, so do you see this world? And yes, Halo might not be for everybody, okay? It might not be for all yes, that is Halo 4. Yes, that was Halo 4. Yes, that was. Now, you might not be a Halo fan, obviously, right? It's fine. But man, you guys are the what ifs. I'm gonna have to go back through the chat and find some next shows. Guys, hit that like button. Share this out, man. We'll get the more grinds here because the punchline's coming. We're gonna be leaving this wonderful universe where Game Pass didn't exist. And these games weren't launching in Game Pass. The big pillar franchises were the pillar franchises. They were the next step, the next thing, the epicness, the newness, the scale, bigger, better, more power, built from the ground up for your new console. Oh, all those words, all those words. This universe is rocking, man. This multiverse of a world where Game Pass didn't exist spoke my language. And I think it spoke to a lot of your languages. Exactly. But unfortunately, our time in this multiverse is short. We got to go back to where we got to go back to current times, to the current world that we're in. I only have so much grinder power to take us to a time where what if? What if? And I really, really want to stay here, but we can't. So grinders, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to go back. We can't stay in this universe anymore. We just can only peek into a world of what if. Hey, frogs, I'm coming back home. So let's go back. Sorry, guys. We're going to go back in time. We're coming back to our current time. Here we go.
Prepare ship for light speed.
No, light speed is too slow.
Light speed too slow?
Yes, we're gonna have to go right to ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed? Sir, we've never gone that fast before. I don't know if the ship can take it.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
We're back, everybody. We're back from the land of what if. You're right. It rubs the lotion on the skin. Great name. I like that name. Here comes the pain. Yeah, we're back. That world was nice. I did like that world. That was a nice peek into a world where Game Pass didn't exist because it was just about the games. Now let's see back in this world where Game Pass does exist, and unfortunately these games are launching in this service. So, and here we are. We're going to start with the Phil Ness.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we're starting right here. Yeah. So, Phil Spencer in this world, Phil Ness exists, obviously. Yeah, he's excited about the stuff from 3 to 10 years in the future. I wonder when that was. Anybody, Phil?
When I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
That's always.
Oh, that was Phil 2019. But Phil changed it around, right? It teases. He's excited about 3 to 10 years. Well, this was over a year ago. So we're still not in the window of this. Obviously, this sets the tone for where these games are in production, right? So that's what you got to look forward to in this world. This world, we got to look forward to the next 3 to 10 years. But let's find out what's coming out right now, right? So we saw that epicness let's just see let's go to Forza. Let's see how Forza's doing in this world. Let's see in this world where Game Pass, they're launching in Game Pass. Let's see. He was talking about epic, huge open world. Drivatars they were talking about. I didn't even have, we didn't have enough time in the multiverse to see, to hear him say that. But I heard a peek of him talking about Drivatars. You can see the date. That's all right. There was that wasn't Guess the Phil Ness. That show we didn't do the Guess the Phil Ness. J-Cat. What's up? But shit, he signed the toy. Dude, I don't know, man. So look at this world that we live in right now. Here it is. Forza Horizon 5 was built entirely with Game Pass in mind. Oh. Now, let's see. So just go from the comparison of what we heard, right, in the multiverse. Now we're back to this shit show. And, so let's see with some wonderful quotes. I'm expecting to hear, epic, big, this is Forza 5. This should be the next Forza. That guy was talking mad stuff in the multiverse of Forza Horizon 2. Let's see what he's saying here. Let's see. I can't wait to... Ooh. Okay, I already see. The first quote, I'm not liking this. In this world, we got very good at being a Game Pass game. Oh, damn. That's not good news. The creative director at Playground Games. Oh, damn. You do have to look at things differently. Oh my, oh my, oh my. That don't sound... I don't know what... That don't sound good. Humana. He says that Brown, somewhat of an industry abnormality, the fact that players could return to a game after months is something Brown considers one of the curious facts about the Game Pass service itself. Oh, damn, oh, damn, oh, damn. There are some curious facts that are true of Game Pass game design. Oh, damn, we're talking design. Uh-oh. no one ever trades you in. They might not even install it. But they always own it. You're always going to be a little thumbnail on the dash, and that means the friction to get you back in the game is very low. Oh, damn, oh, damn, oh, damn. There's friction to get you back in the game, but the friction is not buying the game. Now it's just a little icon. They don't have to install you. Well, first off, I don't know why Microsoft has this fascination with assholes, but, you know, I just, it's hard to say, but when you got a guy named Brown working for Booty.
Ain't nobody got time for that. How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, assholes!
Man, we got Brown working for Booty. Shit smelling up over there. This guy Brown is already shitting up the place. So, well, you know what, Brown? I'm gonna call you fucking Skid Row, Skid Marks. What else you gotta say? What else do you gotta say? Because you're not selling me on this game. You're not selling me on this game, right here. What? What the hell is this?
You just made the list!
Holy shit! What is this? Shout out 4-star General becoming a VIP grinder. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please use the, I think that's your cue right now to use the, bootleg Joel emoji, please. As a new VIP grinder, you are welcome to use bootleg Joel while we talk about this trash.
You're my #1 customer.
Drew Whitney with the $2. He says, I swear I bought an Xbox for Forza Horizon 5. Now it's snackable. True Riddy, you read my mind. Thank you very much. But here's the sentence and quote of quotes. It feels like a snackable and manageable amount of stuff that's new that you can jump into right now. And in a few days, there'll be some more. I think, again, it really helps blend the way people play games on Game Pass. Do you remember the multiverse? Thank you, 4-star General. Flex that VIP membership. There you go. Booster, bootleg Joel in the chat. There he is. God damn, that's the saddest face I've ever seen. Bootleg Joel. My goodness. That's what we get now in this world where games are launching in Game Pass. We get bootleg Joel. We got Brown working for Booty. We got Brown working for Booty and shit coming out their mouths. And we got snackable shits. Thank you, True Witty, VIP grinder. Bootleg Joel or Booster? I'll go True Witty. You can use Booster. Put Booster in the friggin' chat. Because this is some Booster bullshit. So we're talking about snackable. Do you hear the difference? Do you hear the difference where in the multiverse we were talking about a world of big, epic, new drivatars. We're open. Like, you hear the words. Now we're talking snackables. Snackables. That's what we're talking about. A snackable. Phil, what is the quality of those snackables?
When I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there.
You do. So 2 years ago, you got some work to do, and now you're making Forza Horizon 5 snackable shit. So what made me come up with this? What if? It's like, what if Forza 5 was not releasing in Game Pass? Do they have to worry about this psychology of a Game Pass gamer? And snackable content because they're just an icon on the screen? Snackable? That's what you're focusing on for Forza Horizon 5 on the Game Pass gamer? Because guess what? This is not a mode. This is not like, hey, we added some casual modes. No, you specifically designed the game because we got very good at being a Game Pass game. There are a lot of things that make up being a Game Pass game. Oh, damn. We're labeling this shit now. This is They were talking about Forza Horizon 2 in the multiverse. Hyping that shit up. We're at 5 right now. Think about a little grinder, listening to Forza Horizon 2, hearing about the epicness, knowing that 3 generations and 3 games from then, we're talking snackable. Do you see? I feel like Event Horizon. Do you see? Exactly. Snacks for 5-year-olds. We're grown-ass adults. Nobody's snacking bullshit. I don't eat snacks anymore. I eat entrees. Even my appetizers are not snackable. Kindergarten snackables for a game. Forza Horizon 5, and you're good. And this is the point. They're not hiding it anymore, guys. Remember, I got some stuff for you. I got some good stuff for you guys. Remember, back in the day, what was it? Fearmonger. Boorah. Why are you worried, Grinds? Boorah. You are scaring the Xbox fans. Boorah. Told, don't worry about it. Ooh, fear. They're not going to change anything. It's not hiding now, man. Shit is wide open. It is booty ass spread. We got a booty spread wide ass. They are telling you we are putting snack bullshit in the game because of ass pass. They're telling you they're putting fucking Scooby snacks in the game because of Game Pass. There's no interpretations. There's no dictionaries. There's no bullshit research. It's plain as day. Your snacks are for Game Pass. We are a Game Pass game. Holy shit. What if this was not launching in Game? Imagine. What if this wasn't launching in Game Pass? Maybe they would focus on bigger, new countries, maybe multi-countries, maybe motorcycles, maybe boats, maybe hovercrafts. Maybe instead of racing the hovercraft, I could finally drive the goddamn hovercraft. Think about as a development, because see the words? Built with Game Pass in mind. Think, if Game Pass wasn't in their minds, what if? What if it wasn't there? They will try to make Forza Horizon 5 bigger and better than Forza Horizon 4. But because Game Pass is there, they got to change their mentality to become a Game Pass game. To be snackable. Because it gives you the justification. This is the meeting room. You want to be a fly on the wall at Playground Games and Phil Spencer? You want to know what these guys are talking about? They're talking about how to keep your sucker ass subscribed to Game Pass. How do we keep that sucker? Hey, sucker. Pay us $15, sucker. We got to keep you subscribed, sucker. Yeah. How do we keep that person hooked, sucker? Don't buy the game, subscribe. We put snacks in the game, snackables. Yeah. Because it tells you right here. It tells you right here. Look, friction. Buying their game is friction. Friction? That sounds very negative. Don't you think? That sounds very negative. Friction. That don't sound like a good sales pitch. You know, buying my game, it's friction. Friction? People should want to play your game. You should know how to market your game. That's the problem. They should want to market their game.
You're my #1 customer.
Yo, Ghost of New Orleans, the $5. He goes, I don't have a problem if PlayStation does a Game Pass type service. I start to care when God of War and will Thor later in the year with God Pass expansion. Oh my God, God Pass expansion. Oh my goodness. Please. But Ghost, that's exactly the point. That's always been the issue, was what Game Pass is doing to the games that they're making. The third-party games coming in Game Pass, though, that's not too bad. If they identify some good games, whatever. But the first-party games, all these studios that they're buying, 23 studios, this is the mind. This is their mind. Oh, it's not just one game. We're seeing it with the other one, too. But that's the exact thing. Thank you so much, Ghost Nolan. But that's the exact point. It's not that people, and people just, they defend Game Pass going, oh, you just don't like Game Pass. No, it's not that. I'm a gamer. We're all gamers. Nobody wants to see their games become cheap. Nobody wants somebody to come walking in and cheapen their hobby. I'll use an example of, like, if I was like a model plane, a model plane person. You get the model planes and you paint them with this high quality paint, and the model planes were all metal and you're painting them and all this wonderful stuff. And then some dude comes in, some dude named Phil comes walking in, and he goes, you know what? For $10 a month, I'll give you all the model planes you want to paint. And I'm here spending top dollar getting quality model planes, the metal, getting the chrome. Look, they look like mini versions of the real thing. And then Phil comes over here with his bullshit and goes, you know what? For a subscription, I will give you all the model planes that you can paint. Yo, what's up, JK Gamer with the 179? There's no way that GT7 releases like this. We don't know. Exactly. Dude, I'm just talking about what we see. We don't know. I can say, Gran Turismo. Dude, Gran Turismo did release as a service game. And I'm not saying that service games don't belong. All right? There are service games that belong. It's fine. And games could be service games. The problem is the quality and what launching in a subscription service. Now think about it. If you got a service game launching into a subscription service, think about it. You're getting a game, and then you got to buy extra content. That's in Forza's mind. You're getting the game for included in your pass, but if you want the car pass and all that other stuff, you could buy all that stuff as well. So it's not all coming to you for free, included in your subscription, all that extra content. You got to pay $50 if you want all that Ultimate Edition stuff. So you're paying a service and a service. You're paying for more content for a game that you don't even own. There's a lot of contingencies here. And this is not a generalization. It's look at what's happening to the pillars of Xbox. And I show the point is that we did not begin here. We didn't start here. If you remember the multiverse, we went back to Horizon 2, Halo 5, Halo 4. You can't even blame Bungie. It was 343 talking about that. What's up, C Nation? How you doing? It was them talking about that. And look at how the games have transpired now because of their launching in a service. And you don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to take my word for it. Look at their word for it. This is what people did a few years ago. Thank you, Neil. This is what people did a few years ago. Right? Oh, you're jumping to conclusions. Halo's not going to be a platform. It will. They like Minecraft. They're going to do it. It's launching and getting a service. They're saying it right here. They're saying, here's the mentality. No one ever trades you in, and they might not install it, but they always own it.
You're my number one customer.
Yo, Well Balanced Nuts. Great name. But the $2. What if Sony bought the Xbox? Yeah. Oh, there's a show for you. There's a show for you. Oh, I got them. We're doing what ifs, baby. We're going to be doing what ifs. Stay tuned. If you're new here, subscribe and hit that notification button. We're going to be dropping these what ifs. So there you go. You're always going to be a little thumbnail on the dash. That means the friction to get you back in the game is very low. They're telling you the mentality. I know they don't care anymore, J Gamer. I know. This is the craziest thing. Because you can hear the excuses. It's like, if you really are a fan, you saw the multiverse. You saw where we came from. How do we get to here? Because of Game Pass. Look what Game Pass is doing to the games. And these are not Game Pass games. These are pillar franchises. This is the 5th iteration of Forza, and we're going on the 6th iteration of Halo. Look what happened to these games. Remember that Halo 5? I said we didn't have enough power, but look at the Halo 5. The epicness. Look at this guy, Chris Lee. Look what he said in the multiverse.
Squads. One led by the Master Chief, the other by Spartan Locke.
Epic. You have 2 squads. Oh my God. And here we come to our reality. Here it is. Here it is. Here's our reality. Right here. And here's our famous. We got, for Game Pass Halo, we got our good friend. All the VIP grinders in the chat. It's time for Bootleg Joel. Here he is. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. He's a bit overdramatic. He's a bit overdramatic, Bootleg Joel. But we're gonna shout out Bootleg Joel. He's a little overdramatic, but we got him. There he is. He's a little excessive. He has to be overdramatic. But this is what we got now. Grinders, this is who's our friend right now. This is the epic campaign of Halo Infinite. We got Bootleg Joel yelling at Master Chief. There he is. Stay here, Bootleg. He don't have a name. His name is the pilot. He comes with the janky ass friggin' bulldog shotgun that takes 3 hits to kill somebody in the head. And he tells Bootleg Joel to stay here.
Okay, big guy.
See you, Bootleg. Stay there. And here's the epic world that we're getting. Game Pass quality, Phil, right?
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
That's always been a hit on the company on that. Whenever I hear some criticism.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say always. Like, I think we've gone through times
not to throw mud on you, but I have to know that's a fair. I think it's something fair to say.
It is fair to say. And
thanks, Phil, because a year later after you said this is what you showed us. Yeah. But this is what the campaign reveal was like. But this was just the tip of the iceberg. This was a rough game in pre-alpha, Cousin's Former Roommate edition. I don't know what the hell version this was. 3 months old, 2 months old edition. Who the hell knows? Whatever. We found out now that there's seasons in here. So, like, you know, maybe they'll name a Bootleg Joel. Maybe his name is Phil. Who knows? But maybe they'll name him in season 3. But this is what happens when a game is launching in Game Pass. This is where I don't see the hype that Chris Lee. Let's give them this Halo fan-made edition. The AI is dumb as hell. Here comes our buddy. We got Craig, our good friend. Here he is. He just came in for the intro. Let's see if I get points for trying to freeze it on Craig. Let me see. I always do it. Let's see. I got good at it. Oh my God. There it is. Grinders. Look at this. The skill. That's the game of skill right there. I froze live on Craig. There he is. There he is. There's luscious Craig. So now the game got delayed because our good friend Tony, who works at 343, because I'm an insider here. I talk to Tony every night. They hired him. He's from Brooklyn, and he's been working on Craig for the last year, and he's been putting. Well, we're waiting for the Fu Manchu. They're gonna put on him. There's gonna be a Fu Manchu version of Craig. Then there's gonna be the mutton chop version of Craig, and then I'm waiting for the goddamn Bee Gees. I want the chest hair coming out of the armor right here. I want gold chains. I want the mustache. And I want a big-ass friggin' hair. All curls. Come out looking like a 70s porn star. That's the Craig version I'm looking for. That's what happens over the course of a year. They're drawing all those hairs on them. But there he is. 70s Craig. That's the version I'm looking for. See you later, Craig. Ta-ta. Let's see your buddy, Jerry. There's Jerry. Oh, that shield. Tissue paper. There's Jerry. Hey, Jerry, what's up? Craig's brother, Jerry. Stuck. Oh, yeah, look at those explosion effects. It's amazing because those are the same effects that I saw in that multiplayer beta over the weekend, but people said it's a pre-alpha son's cousin's former roommate edition, so I had to step back a little bit because those explosions weren't effective. But, you know, they told us in January they were just putting spit shine on the goddamn game. The game was basically complete. Which I was surprised in August to tell me that half the goddamn shit that's in the game is not going to be there, like co-op campaign, assassinations. Meanwhile, January, they're telling us about the spit shine they're putting on it. Anyway, this is what happens in this universe. This is what we're getting. Ouch. Stepping on crap over here. This is what we're getting, okay? Thank you, Game Pass. Thank you. But it doesn't end here. You know what, guys? I'm sorry. We're really... Here's the pop-up. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. 12 teraflops of Matt Booty. There it is. There it is. Cue to Benny Hill music. So, that's what happens when we're in a world where Game Pass does exist. Like, this is the reality of what we're getting. And, you know, I think I did a very, yeah. This is the reality of it. I know that world that we went to where Game Pass was not, these games weren't launching Game Pass. It sounded very exciting, right? And they took an extra year to fix all that, right? Yeah, exactly. They did. This is funny here. In July 24th of 2020, Halo Infinite seems to be a games as a service title instead of a first entry in a new video game series. How's that? Chris Lee confirms that Halo Infinite will be the basis for all the main Halo video games moving forward. Here's his quote. Halo Infinite is the start of our platform for the future, he revealed. We want Infinite to grow over time versus going to these numbered titles and having all that segmentation that we have had before. It's really about creating Halo Infinite as the start of the next 10 years for Halo and building it as we go with our fans. Pause. It's plain as day, everybody. What is Game Pass doing to these games? But Phil turned it around, though. This is the future. And they want Sony to follow suit. Yeah. And you want to be a service, that's fine. But don't make the game look like jank and say we're going to build it with our fans. Especially after 5-6 years of waiting. And then tell me that you're going to sit here and be excited about their other studios. And you don't think that they're not thinking the same way with Perfect Dark? Crystal Dynamics. Oh, you made the stunt double Avengers. How nice. Oh, as a service? Come over here, Perfect Dark. Show us, flex some of those service muscles from the bootleg Avengers. The stunt doubles. Yeah, give me those stunt double Avengers, please.
You idiots! You captured the stunt doubles!
Yeah, let's get some of that stunt double experience you have, and let's put it over in Perfect Dark. You know, a franchise that we kind of didn't do anything with, but now we're going to do something with because we built an initiative and somebody has to do something. But think about it. You don't think Fable by the Playground game dude was telling you about they became a good Game Pass game? You don't think nobody's tapping him on the shoulder saying, you know what, Fable got to be a good Game Pass game too? Game Pass is changing these games. But you know what? Don't take my word. This is a multiverse, interdimensional show. This series is going to be interdimensional, right? I searched and scoured the multiverse for one person who's gone missing in this world. I can't find them. So I had to step out of this world and look for him. I found him. I've been asking for a long time now. And you grinders know who I'm asking for. You know who's in my bullseyes. You know who I wanted. I want answers. Been searching. I found them. I scoured the multiverse. We found them, guys. We found them. Where was he? We found the booty. We did it.
One of the things I really love about being here is the families that are here.
I found them. I asked, where is that booty? He's not in this timeline. He's nowhere to be found in this timeline. But I found him in the multiverse. I found him. And guess what? He's on milk cartons. I found him. You know what else, too? I found Mr. Grinds My Gears. Oh, yeah. I found him, too. Oh, my goodness. Hey, what's up? Yo, what's up, Mr. Grinder? How you doing from 2018? Oh, yeah, I found Grinds My Gears. Hey, what's up? What's going on? And, you know, a couple of things. I think one of the biggest quotes that got pulled out of this thing that I've seen floating around is this one, where he states that it's really difficult for anybody to think about making AAA games these days without having in mind a content and a service plan that goes 1 to 2 years in the future. And he actually details that, saying, you know, there'll always be single player games with, and this is quote, single player games with maybe 20 to 30 hours of gameplay. We love those games, and there's a place for those. But there's also certainly a case to focus on watching, streaming, broadcast, and esports. And it's really important to think about longevity of a game. And that's where he goes into it. It's difficult for anybody to think about making a AAA game without having content and a service plan. You know, I'm about to grind my gears 2018 style. Listen up. And you see from my tweet, just make a good friggin' game. And that stuff will come around. You know, they did not build, and I'm going to have to use this example, everybody, but God of War. They did not build God of War going, oh, this game's going to be streamed like crazy. No, it is one of the most popular games now watched on YouTube. But that game wasn't built for that. Like, look what happened to Evolve, speaking about a game, which was thrown and shoved down our throats as an esports game. When they presented it, they had some two bozo guys going like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, look at it, headshot, oh, there goes the monster. And it was just so forced and so stupid. And it really, like, you know, that stuff has to evolve, pun intended, you know, evolve. Those things need to happen. You tell them, Grinds. Just, like, you know, unless you're making a special broadcast game that it's a broadcast. I don't know. You don't build games for the service. Just make these games and and force them down people's throats as an esports game. Yo, Link, what's up? And they kind of did it too with Sea of Thieves when they presented it. They didn't talk about the game itself and the content and all that. Instead, they had 4 or 5 people randomly playing it, yelling and screaming in a microphone, and people are just like, "Well, what is this? Why are they having fun? Like, is this fun? What are they supposed to do? Oh, they're drinking. Oh, that's funny on the boat." And it really was, again, it was. Oh yeah. A forced kind of better mic. that, oh, this is gonna be a streaming game and a party game. You can't build the game for the services. Like, the games are gonna be compromised, and that is my whole problem with Microsoft's bullshit of going to PC, mobile, streaming, mixer, esports. All that bullshit is that the game is going to suffer in the long run. Instead of just making a solid, excellent, strong game. Like when Halo was created, it wasn't being like, oh, this is going to be an esports game. Esports never existed. It wasn't as where it is now. So, like, you make a great game and it will evolve into those. But the fact that that's part of your long-term plan concerns me, because I'm thinking that you're making games for those services rather than making a damn good game. And we have 2 perfect examples of them. 3 perfect examples of them is the broken ass PUBG, the broken ass State of K2, and Sea of Thieves, which had no friggin' content in it, but it was a streaming game. Oh, they thought there was going to be streaming. So the thing is like, I understand you want to measure engagement, but you should not compromise the games. The games, you should have your studios focus on the game itself, making sure that the game is polished, making sure that the frame rates are there, making sure the content is present, making sure that it is fun, making sure your online works, making sure you have a deep story if it's a narrative-driven game. Make sure you have characters that people connect with. Make sure that you have, the ability to have multiplayer and it works and cross. Make sure the game is good before you worry whether it's going to be esports or good, popular on Mixer or those things. Like, the fact that you mix that bullshit in your game development is probably one of the reasons why we have these games coming out half-ass. And secondly, why we probably have no games coming out. Mm-hmm. And probably thirdly, why E3 is going to fucking suck. Mm-hmm. It's because they are putting too much of this there. And I said this on my last show. The games, they are using the games as methods. And he says it in here as well. Like, he says it that, and of course, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm fucking sick of Minecraft being the de facto game that Microsoft talks about every fucking time. They basically go, well, look at the Minecraft model. Minecraft was everywhere before Microsoft even did anything. That's probably the reason why Microsoft bought them. It's because they were everywhere. So don't say Minecraft is a success because of what it did. It started out as what Phil said last year when Zelda, on the wings of Horizon, and what Shannon Loftus said about AAA single player games. Anyway, yeah, that was June of 2018. All right. Remember I said fearmongerer. Oh, what are you over exaggerating? Reading into these quotes. I found that booty. I found them. I found you. Maybe not in this timeline, but I found you, Booty. You got some explaining to do. So let's hear what Booty said. We found them.
How important do you think Hellblade was to that acquisition? Do you feel like Microsoft would have been just as interested if Hellblade didn't perform the way it did?
Well, I think Hellblade is a great thing to point out as an example, because
it
is just a great example of the kind of game that we are looking for from the studios that we have acquired recently, which they're not going to be 90-hour AAA games, but what they are going to be are things that are super well crafted, that will have as close to AAA production values as we get, but we're going to scope them so that they can be done well by a smaller studio. So I think to me, the magic of Hellblade is how well it was built, how compelling its story was, but it is a masterful bit of design constraint and scoping, so that what it does really well. And it's, it's not a 100-hour game, but the 10 to 15 hours gameplay that it is really, really well done. And so I think for us, it was more of a test case of, hey, if we were to acquire Ninja Theory and they were to just continue.
You hear this now, all right? So all you Hellblade 2 folk out there hyping up Hellblade 2, listen to what this dude says and tell me if you think Hellblade 2 is going to be bigger, better, more, huge. Let's hear.
Continue shipping games of the quality and scope of Hellblade, would we consider that a success? And the answer is yes. And I think that where that helps our strategy is when you think about something like Gamepass, where people are subscribing and they really want to know that there's, hey, what's next? I'm going to play this. What's coming up? Those kinds of games are great, and they're things that fit perfectly in between our bigger AAA releases.
Oh, and then in between the bigger AAA releases, which, as we're seeing, are also Frankensteined and segmented and broken up into long, multifaceted seasons and all that other stuff. So we got little snackable games from the other studios. Then their big AAA games. Yeah. Big AAA games. Yeah. They're broken down in snackables. It's all snacks.
So I don't know that Hellblade was the pivot point, but it certainly was a great example or test case to prove out what we're looking for when we acquire a studio.
So there still are those other lingering projects at Ninja Theory? Like when you acquired them, they were working on a handful and you wanted to keep working on that handful instead of compiling into one?
Oh, absolutely. For example, we showed Bleeding Edge on stage at E3. That game was in development, before we even started the acquisition.
And they made sure they shut it down real quick.
Continue. There's projects underway at Obsidian that we'll learn about in the future that they've already started working on. Same, with many of the studios. So I think.
So this was in when was this? Where did I find Booty? What generation? 2019 of August. Obsidian was working on a game. We found out in July of 2020 it was Avowed. We're finding out in October of 2021 that it's in deep pre-production, pre-alpha something. They were working on it before 2019, according to him. 2 years later, pre-production. We never saw gameplay. Somebody's talking a lot of shit. His name is Booty.
That is exactly the goal. That if we were to say before, let's say that a studio like Ninja Theory has, somewhere around, I think, like 75, 80 people. They might have had to do some percentage of work before just to kind of keep the lights on and pay the bills, like more contract work. And I think it'd be great if we can now just take those folks, and now that they don't have to worry about that, put them on, more projects and more.
They don't have to worry about like being out of a job because now Microsoft's keeping their lights on and stuff like that. That's what they've done with these studios, dude. They basically took away their e-machines and their Commodore 64s and gave them Windows 10 devices and said, guys, here's your e-machine. We're upgrading you to Windows 10 devices. These guys are working on, freaking Commodore 64s to make games.
Things like Hellblade.
Yeah, for sure. So do you somewhere, whether it's a document somewhere, a whiteboard, do you have a list of just the dream big indie studios left in the industry? And whenever you're bored, you just call them up and be like, hey, Insomniac.
Hey, Insomniac. Oh, damn.
Hey,
Wish.
Moon Studios, how you guys doing? And just ping every once in a while to see how
Hey,
everybody's
Insomniac.
doing.
We do have a team that looks at that.
Enough of you, Booty. I found you, and you're already stinking up the place. I'm done with the Booty. We found them. Searched the multiverse, and I found the booty. We found them. And I didn't like what he had to say. So, you know, it's plain as day that these games releasing in Game Pass, and this is the point. Game Pass is changing the types and the content, the delivery of the games that you know and love and have had before. And as we've seen through our trip through the multiverse, there was a time when games weren't launching in Game Pass and you heard the words and the content and what those games were, bigger and better. Bootyverse. Bigger and better. Scope, big. Now, everything seems to be regressing because of Game Pass. We took a step back with Halo Infinite to see what works. And we'll have you, the community, tell us what to add. Like scoreboards in the shooting gallery. We're not going to have that at launch, but we heard you. Horizon 5. Feels like it just updated her Horizon 4 in Mexico. Where's the ambition? 4 had a little bit with the seasons, but people didn't like that. This is her Forza Horizon 5. You can't just be an updated Forza Horizon 4. But you took your time in becoming a Game Pass game instead. You took your time to make sure you have snackable arcade modes because people don't have to buy your game because you serve as a little icon on the screen. Because of Game Pass. You see? It's plain as day. They're doing this right under your nose, right in plain sight. This is not interpretations. This is a real deal. And the reason why I bring this up, I was asking about this stuff. I had concerns about this because when you say every single one of your games is getting launched in a subscription service, the first thing I say, what happens to the games? That does not make me excited for the next iterations of all your big franchises or the new stuff that you're doing. It doesn't. And for an example, I haven't brought up Sony at all, but look at God of War. Look at the world. He has more expansive moves. It's going to be bigger. You know it's going to be bigger. Secondly, look at Horizon. Look at not even just the graphical leap, but what she's doing. The ability to swim underwater and a whole different world. The bigger animals, destruction, her new abilities. It's bigger. It's better. Look at Last of Us 1 and the difference in Last of Us 2. The scope, the characters, the abilities that you have. The sequels are bigger and they build off of the prequel. So when you get to 4 and 5, like, you got to start changing things up. And they were in Halo 5. They were changing things up. But you look now, and it's a regression. Oh, just pull everything out that they know, and we'll add it and adjust it later. Because they're paying already. They don't trade in your game. They don't have to buy your game because they got it already. Exactly. The grapple hook, the hand glider, the huge enemies, the fact that now they got enemies riding the creatures, that you could hijack it. And now you're fighting enemies on backs of creatures. They're not just creatures in the wild anymore. Now they're using them as weapons. That was a big Halo 2 was you could hijack vehicles, new features, new capabilities, new things. Not a hook shot. And that's the craziest thing. You put a hook shot in Halo, it's a pickup item. I expected if the hook shot was the thing in Halo Infinite, then you should be showing maps with verticality. There should be new types of capabilities with the hook shot. You should have tall, like spire-like levels, showing elevation and height, emphasizing that on maps. Bring back dual wielding, bigger and better. Different guns, different combinations. Think about if you didn't have to worry about the service and about how you're going to try to con the sucker into paying month after month. Think about what they could have been focusing on instead. The fact that co-op is not there at launch, a staple of Halo, it's coming, they're targeting March. Targeting. Who knows? They'll come out in January going, guys, the co-op's not coming, but we heard you. Forge coming 6 months after that. End of summer, Forge mode for a game that launched in December. What are we doing here? This is what Game Pass has turned Microsoft games into. And these are their pillar franchises. These are not bleeding ass, take a chance on Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2. These are not like one-offs. These are your pillar franchises on their 5th and 6th iterations. And look what you're doing to them. Snackable. When I hear Forza 5, I hear snackable. The game, I'm not saying it's going to be a bad game. I'm not saying that it's going to be trash. I'm saying the problem is it's probably going to be more of the same. Because a lot of the ambition and the new stuff is not in. They didn't take time to do that stuff because that wasn't a priority. Their priority was trying to get you to click on their icon. He said it. They came good at making a Game Pass game. Halo Infinite, Frankenstein, then split up. And we hear this feature's not coming, assassinations are not coming, co-op is not coming. Well, it's a Halo Infinite service. It's a service game. It's because we're on all these PCs. They're telling you the excuse. They're giving it to you. They're telling you that it's because it's a service. It's because it's a service game. Day one guns. We're going to find a good time to add assassinate. We're going to find a good time to put the shotgun in and the classic pistol. We're going to find we mean going to find a good time. After a year delay, I expect all that stuff to be ready. Now, after a year delay, you're still trying to sell me seasons? We should be into season 6 right now because you're a year delay. So I would have thought, dude, that extra year made us we're starting now at season 6. Right? We should be starting at season 6 right now in Halo. You had a year delay. A year. Not a few months. A year delay. Why are we starting at season 0? And that's just a microcosm for the entire Xbox 20-year celebration. 20 years, I feel like we're celebrating year -2. Because Xbox launch was a lot better than this. The OG Xbox. Oh yeah, day one guns. Because they're going to add guns over time. In the campaign, the sandbox. I asked back then, I have tons of videos on this. I asked back then, what does day one guns look like? How do you add new guns to a campaign? Well, now we find out that the campaign is seasons. Exactly. Paraglider coming in season 5. They're coming seasons. We're going to find out when to add these other weapons. Oh, it's my 3-part series in Halo Infinite the Service. If you go watch those Rubs Lotion and Edgar, yeah, I got that guy's interview. It's crazy. But that's because it's a service game. They tell you it's a service game. And I like the what if. I like going back to a time when these games weren't launching in Game Pass because it was about selling you the game and making sure that that game was the best it could be to get that sale. Now, they got your money already. They got you suck it in for 6 months, a year. They got you. They don't have to sell you the game. They just got to keep you engaged, keep you clicking on it. Well, you got to make a decision for yourself. Do you just want to be a click? Or you want to have quality engagement, that your time is being appreciated? Not that you're clicking on pop-up ads and going, "Up, Phil's happy." We had a bunch of people. We had 120 billion people hit the click. Phil, how long did they play? I don't even think they played it, but they clicked it and downloaded it. But they didn't play it though. But we don't count that if they played it or not. The fact that they clicked on it and downloaded it, it's engagement for us. Satya, look at these numbers. Good job, Phil. And people, you see what happened. They're not making games for the gamer. They're making games for the service. So, we've seen, what if these games weren't launching in Game Pass? I showed you that. A time when those games weren't. And unfortunately, we're back in our current state, this current universe, where they are. And it is what it is. And hopefully they realize, people wise up, and they realize that people don't want every game to be Frankenstein. People just want a good game. And I said it back in 2018. If you just make a great game, like Spider-Man, like the previous, like Halo 1, you make a great game, the gamers will come. And they will turn it into the thing that you desire it to be. But if you try to make a game for all the loopholes and services and sucker punches and all this other stuff, gamers are going to see right through that. They're going to realize what's not there, and they're going to be pissed off, and they're going to be disgusted and not want to play that. So you lose. And that's the sad part about it. If you just make a great game, the people will come. And there's so many examples of that. It's not just the big games either. It's little games. Like Henna. Like Splitgate. They're good games for what they are. They're great games. People will recognize that and play them. Yes, there's some that they'll go, some that don't get recognized. Not all of them get recognized. Obviously, it's not every single great game is always like a billion seller. But it gets its group. It gets its calling. But people, a gamer appreciates games. You're not a servicer. You're not a person that assesses services. You didn't get into this because you want to be in a service. You're not a service provider. You're not a service consultant. You are a gamer. The thing that you consume is in the name. Games. And if the games, quality, and content is affected by a service, that's not good. So, I want to thank everybody for coming through in this impromptu show and a new show called What If? The Gaming Grindhouse presents What If? And there will be plenty more of What Ifs. What grinds my gears and the Gaming Grindhouse. But it's a good, and you let me know in the comments if you know, I think it's interesting because there's a lot of what ifs and we're going to have fun with it. So hopefully everybody likes it. Hit the like button. This channel's evolving because that's what I do. I'm always thinking about stuff and making sure that our points are getting across. It's fun. It's entertaining. But I appreciate every one of you guys and girls coming through and, you know, chat and everything and coming in and being a grinder. And yes.
Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
So, with that, I want to thank everybody for being on this journey with the Grinder as we explore the multiverse and ask the question, what if? Time, space, reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prison of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the Grinder. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if